Now, the Department of Communications and Digital Technologies has completed the migration of TV households in the Northwest Province from analogue to digital as per set thresholds. For more on this, let's cross over to our reporter, Itumeleng Kgajane in Lichtenburg, who is there for that switch off. Itumeleng, a very good morning to you. Talk to us about what's about to happen there.
Good morning to you, Leanne, and to our viewers. Indeed, we are here to witness something that started at around 2006 when, under the banner of the International Telecommunications Union, when countries met and South Africa was part of that meeting, and they agreed that there's a need for migration from analog to digital transmission. So we are about to witness that, because you would remember that South Africa, as part of the Region 1 countries, were supposed to have migrated from analog to digital by the 17th of June 2015, but that could not happen. Now South Africa has set itself another target or deadline of the 31st of March 2022. But firstly, before we go into the actual interview, we are going to introduce the Minister of Communications, Mayor Itumeleng, who is going to switch off from the analog transmission, and we are going to see on the monitors that she has indeed switched from analog, and now we are going to be introducing the new way of broadcasting or way of transmission, which is digital. Minister, over to you. And there you go, Leanne, and our viewers at home. As you can see on the monitors there, one of the screens is not working anymore. One of the screens is not working anymore. There's only one monitor that's working, and that's the digital way of doing things now. And we are going back now to the Minister to continue with our interview. Minister, please do talk us through what's just happened here today and explain why there's a need to migrate from analog to digital.
Thank you to the SABC and the SABC viewers and Morning Live viewers. In the switch off from analog to digital broadcasting, it's important for us to improve the quality of TV viewing, not only because of pictures, but also the number of services that our ordinary South Africans can receive. I'm sure majority of South Africans will now have the privilege of watching SABC Sport and SABC News on their public free-to-air platform without having to pay subscription fee. So those are part of the benefits, because we are now introducing additional 8 channels to allow the free-to-air broadcasting service access. But also all the SABC radio stations, the 19 radio stations, will be available through their DTT television, which is good. But in addition to that, what is important, and that's why we're also joined by the chairman of ICASA here this morning, is because we are freeing the radio frequency spectrum that is necessary for us to have access to the 5G technology. And I know that the spectrum that we are releasing is IMT, which is 3 and 4G, but it will allow the telcos to then orchestrate a 5G service as we work towards embedding 5G technology in the country. So what's important for us is that this opportunity to switch off, and the move to switch off and meet the deadline of the 31st of March, allows our country to reap the digital dividend and be on same par with the technological advancements across the world, and allow us to move to a digital economy.
And Minister, from the onset, as government, you committed to help households which earn about 3,500 rand a month with set-top boxes. But you had estimated that 3.7 million households would have to be helped with that. But only 1.18 million had registered for set-top boxes. How are we doing in that regard?
Thank you. I think I must also again commend the SABC, both the television and the radio stations, for continuing to communicate the message about registering for assistance. Indeed, our estimation is that you've got 3.7 million indigent households in South Africa, but the government commitment says we are going to assist those who register. That's why we go on a public campaign to make South Africans who earn below 3,500 as a household to come and register for assistance. And if they come and register, we said we will assist them. But if they do not register, we'll continue with the switch off, and when they come after the switch off, we'll still assist them, but then we'll assist them after the switch off. So we're still making a call out to South Africans to come and register, to be assisted. We have the capacity to assist everybody, both ourselves and also the partners who are the multi-choice, StarSat, Telkom Mobile One, and also OpenView. We have partnered with them so that they can also help us to connect. But in terms of the current capacity, we have capacity to connect all South Africans that are requiring assistance from government.
And you've been into different provinces, switching off analog and then switching on the digital transmission. How are we doing as the country? Which provinces are still lagging behind when it comes to switching off of analog transmission?
So we have already switched off in the Free State. We have already switched off in the Northern Cape. We have just completed the switch off of the Northwest and the switch on to digital in Northwest. We are going to, in January, we should be able to switch off Mpumalanga and Limpopo in terms of the plan that we have, but also switch off Gauteng, Eastern Cape, KZN, and Western Cape. And I know there was a worry that we are moving slower, and we're saying no, we are not moving slower. We've already started switching off the sites in Mpumalanga and Limpopo. It's just what we do symbolically to show that we are making progress. The last site we come and switch it off for the whole country to witness that province switching off. So work to switch off Limpopo and Mpumalanga is underway. We are going to commence with the switch offs of these other remaining 4 provinces as we complete the switch offs and the switch on in Limpopo. But what I also need to explain is that digital television coverage in the has gone national now. So if you've got a smart television, a digital television, you don't have to wait for us to switch off. We are able to then be able to tune into the digital technology. But those who have already who are using the decoders, whichever brand decoder, they've already switched off. And we are saying to those who are on digital TVs and smart TVs, you can move on your own. Our numbers go out. Unfortunately, analog technology is a dumb technology or stupid technology, so we can't tell you which households have. We will be following each one in the household, so we have to do this route.
Thank you very much, Minister. There you have it in the end. That's Minister of Communications, Khumbuzo Ntshavheni, who has done the honors by switching off the analog transmission here in the Northwest Province in Lichtenburg, and we are now ready to go digital. It's now back to you in studio. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks very much, Itumeleng, for the update there.